Hey, what up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome today to a new episode of The Road to Glory. Today's episode is powered by my sponsor Elgato Gaming and the HD60S capture card. The key lights and the green screen immersing me into this video today perfectly. Now if there are any aspiring content creators out there, then look no further than the link down below in the description to my Elgato profile page. Down there there'll also be a little link to a tweet where we're going to be giving away a HD60S this month. So make sure you check that out, retweet it, follow me and Elgato, get involved, because, you know, it's a pretty cool giveaway, right? So, let's move on in to the episode today. Today I wanted to buy some defenders. Now, I got my eye on this DUMFRIES. He's about 365,000 coins, and there's none cheaper. So I just kept having a little look for him, and one popped up randomly, or had been up for like 2.5 minutes, at nearly 25k cheaper than that. And they kept getting snapped up at 360, 350. So very happy to bring in a DUMFRIES at 341,000 coins. Good price in my opinion. But the only problem is now I don't really have enough money to go out and buy DUMFRIES, which is the other player that we need to complete it all. So we're going to have to work towards that. Now, there was a few things I could do in order to make that happen. One, instead of putting all of the tradable players that we got from like Weekend League rewards into upgrade SBCs, I could sell them and discard them or whatever so that I got their coin value because I needed coins more than anything. And then two, we could use our untradable players that we got from untradable ultimate packs from Rivals rewards to go out and do certain SBCs, which would then give me tradable packs, giving me more players that I could offload and sell. So we're basically going to gut everything. We're going to sell as many tradable players as possible, and we get like a Deli Alley there, which is pretty helpful. But as you can see, I'm at 227,000 coins. DUMFRIES is chilling around 320,000. So, yeah, I'm 90 to 100,000 coins short at that point in time. So I work my way towards these little TOTS challenges because what they're going to offer out: premium gold players packs, rare electrum players packs, gold players packs, those sorts of things, which are definitely going to offer me some players. There's a chance you can get something good, and two, there's a chance that, well, you're just going to get lots of players and they'll sell eventually because people are busy doing upgrade packs, right? So all golds sell, rares sell a little bit better than the non-rares do, and yeah, it's just people are obviously trying to get the 81 plus double upgrade packs done. So we get a walkout here from one of the packs, and it actually is blue, which means we're getting a TOTS player. I mean, unfortunately, it's about as bad as it can get when it comes to a TOTS player in packs. It's an 85 rated Cabrera, who is literally, I'm just going to discard him straight away. Like, he sells for discard price, so I might as well take that as, I mean, it's still a win because that's 10,000 coins that we didn't have from doing that SBC. That's another 10,000 coins closer to DUMFRIES. I do the next TOTS challenge, and basically I work through my club listing as much stuff as I possibly could so that we could get enough coins together. Now, I think I just about, well, I thought at the time I would have just about enough coins to make this happen as long as DUMFRIES doesn't creep up in price, which he has been known to do. So that was like the looming pressure on me. I needed to get this done quickly and sell as much as I can quickly so that I could just make those coins, because I could resort to discarding some silver players in my club, which is exactly what I did need to do eventually. But you'll see what happens as we go through the video here. So another couple of packs for completing the TOTS challenges overall. We get the premium gold players pack, and then also, of course, the rare electrum players pack, which for the overall group SBC in general. No walkouts or boards from either of those though, which is a shame, because if you get a board and you get a special item, you're going to get some decent discard value. But I mean, like we've figured out, there are actually the special cards that are out right now seem to be a bit higher rated than what they were last week. So I guess you're kind of less likely to pack like all the oranges and stuff that we did last week. I don't think there's any that are super low rated, or at least I don't know anyway. So we're up to 271k, and a whole bunch of stuff had sold. And then the next time we look, we're at 275k, and we can sort of keep going, having a little look back at DUMFRIES, and you can see he was about 317, so he was coming down a little bit. And then I think there's a bit of a moment here where I either don't capture it properly, or I just forget to record, and Dumfries was sat about 320. You saw that, right? And basically every time we kept going back. I got this one here for 299, but at the time I did that, I rushed because I was at about 295,000 coins, and I was working my way, still have loads of things to sell. And this one came up for 299. So I went to my club and I just quick sold a bunch of silvers that I had, like 20 silvers or so, so I could go out and buy that Dumfries. So I managed to get him. So in total, we spent like, what was it? 640,000 coins on the two defenders from the Netherlands, which is brilliant, you know, considering they were both over 500k just a couple of days ago. So we've managed to get them. There was like loads of them come up at 300k. I don't understand what was going on, but when there was a minimal amount of him up for 320k for like the whole morning, and then all of a sudden like 15 of them were listed at 300,000 coins, and a couple that were a little bit lower, and obviously I was lucky enough to get one at 299. So that's brilliant. So we actually have our De Ligt, we have Dumfries, and we have Vieira, 3 massive signings for the club. Considering we've done all of that with 825,000 coins that we had the other day, or maybe a little bit more, I guess, because of rewards that we got this week. But I'd say that's a pretty big W. So we've managed to sign them. I've got them. I did it. I got them. And there was still a whole bunch of stuff to sell as well that was currently selling at the time. You can see what pretty much everything goes for here. The non-res, not so much. Some of the silvers I had were worth a little bit. And I had a couple of like chem styles that were worth a little bit as well. I don't really use the shadows, so I had one tradable one in my club that I could just offload. And well, we're not at literally no coins, but we don't have many. We've got like under 40,000 coins at this point in time. So I figured the best thing to do, rather than go into the weekend league cold, and that was the next day, so I know I'm recording this Saturday, but this was Thursday afternoon that I was recording this, and you're watching on Saturday. I needed to go into some rivals just to play like 3 games, just to see if like Dumfries and De Ligt felt alright, see how Vieira felt, because we've not used him yet. So that was basically, this is just like training ground. So I'm not looking to get like huge wins or anything. I just want to try and get a feel for the players and hope that they're alright come weekend league time, which will be like the next episode, right? So yeah, that was the main goal. That was what I wanted to get done today, and we actually go 1-0 up in this match. It took sort of 32 minutes, but Alwar was there to score the goal. A great block by De Ligt, but it sort of falls luckily straight back to Bale for my opponent, and he was able to get a goal there to get the equaliser. I think I got turned with Vieira really easily, and that's one thing I was doing in my head, is that I was actively trying to see like how many interceptions I was getting with the new players, seeing if they were doing any good. And I think I was maybe trying a little bit too hard to like manually defend with them rather than just let them do their thing, because I noticed a few mistakes. And I mean, the players that I have been using probably make those mistakes all the time, but because these are the new ones and I'm focused on it, that's obviously what I notice most. But Lacazette turns my defence here, plays it into Gareth Bale. De Ligt can't quite get his leg, you know, to intercept that one there, and it's a solid goal from Firmino. I just got hit on the counter attack, and we find ourselves 2-1 down in this match. And then, well, I think, what do I do here? Oh, this is the block off the line. De Ligt with a nice head off the line. It was just like an auto header and auto positioning and stuff, but it's nice to see at least. And then Eusebio forcing a good save out of the goalie. Now, right at the end of this match, De Ligt clears it up to Eusebio. Eusebio plays it through into Pepe, out wide to super sub Lozano, who Berber spins, knocks it inside, and Pepe's able to get a very, very late equaliser. One of the last kicks of the game, and we're able to get or clinch a little draw out of this one, which is good because, you know, I mean, it doesn't really matter. It honestly doesn't matter. As long as I don't get relegated from Division 1, I don't really care what my skill rating is at. I'm finding it quite tough. I feel like with another week gone past, maybe more of the casuals have dropped off and we are just left with the crazy players that really, really like to play the game in July, and then me, who's just not very good but is a content creator, so needs the game to make videos. Next game we go into, real solid squad. Nice one as well, really nice and colourful, different card designs in there. He's got that 94 Neymar, he's got both those cool pink cards as well as a couple of decent reds. Now, Pepe wins the ball back here, knocks it out to Ronaldinho. I whip it back post, and Eusebio does get there, but it's the wrong side of the netting, so it doesn't go in, which is unfortunate for me. And then we pick the ball up here, knock it into Eusebio again, and I red time it. I was getting delay in these games. I noticed it in the first game. I especially noticed it in this one, and then a little bit in the third and final game, but this one just felt like things weren't quite working out for us, or my opponent. A lot of the stuff that was going on in terms of the way he touched the ball first time and stuff just wasn't quite right. We were definitely getting a little bit of delay in division rivals, which is, I've heard quite a lot from people after this new patch. For me, it had been pretty good. I got a little bit of delay on the Saturday and the weekend league, but I guess that's busy time. But yeah, I've been hearing a lot more like negatives about the server update than I have positives. So again, I'd be curious to see what your thoughts are on that, how it's been for you, like division rivals and the weekend league in general, like what your connection has been like, and has it affected your results or anything? You know, has it been feeling a lot better for you and you've actually managed to come out on top a little bit more, or are you getting a little bit of button delay like what I feel like I've been experiencing here? One of the ways that I can tell, or one of the ways that I first realise and notice that I'm getting delay, apart from things just not quite working out right, is that when I get through and try to time my shots, I hit a lot of things yellow, sometimes red, and just often white, you know, just not really many greens, which is a big issue, and something that I hope we don't get in the weekend league, because I love the weekend league when it feels nice and fresh, and I can play the football that I want to play, because I'm pretty confident that with the team that I've got, and if the connection and the servers feel good, and I can play the way I want to play, that I've got a good chance of winning. You know, it doesn't matter who we come up against, unless it's a pro, then we're in trouble. And then this third and final game here, I come up against a complete mega squad, and he had a stat card on a Felipe Anderson. I'm not really sure. I mean, there's playing FIFA in July, and then there's having a stat card on players in July because you care that much. I don't know. It seems a bit weird to me. Hopefully it was just a slip up, an accidental one pressed, as opposed to really truly meaning that and needed to get a stats boost on your players. But I go 1-0 down to Havertz, and then Vieira knocks it out to Eusebio. Aouar through to Pepe, who's just got to beat this Tellez for pace, and he does that nicely because, of course, Pepe's very, very quick. The outrunning goalkeeper has no chance against a green shot there from the red 96 rated Ivorian. Now, 1-1 at half-time, but I felt like this game wasn't too far away from me. The guy had a good team, and he was pretty patient and stuff. And I mean, it's a solid goal. Like, a nice first time play to get that goal to happen. I just couldn't get someone in the way quick enough to block the R9 shot, and we all know what R9 can do. And then he gets it through with this Felipe Anderson stat card. I moved the goalkeeper basically as far towards the near post as I thought I could, but he still manages to slice it in the top corner there with a lot of power, and we're 3-1 down. However, substitute Lala knocks it into Pepe, into Eusebio, and, well, I hit that one green. Finally, we hit a couple greens, and like I said, this game felt actually a little bit better than the previous one. It was the one in the middle that was a lot worse. But we're 3-2 down here, and Denzel Dumfries gives a penalty away. Sloppy from me, and he scores the pen, so we end up coming away with another defeat. So only one draw and 2 defeats today. Not great in terms of motivation for the weekend league, but I do feel a little bit more comfortable. Like, I know the limits of some of these new players a little bit more, so it's just better than going into the weekend league super cold with these guys, I think. So I feel like that was valuable. We needed to do that. We needed to just assess what we've brought into the squad here, because if it just felt horrible and felt absolutely awful, then I would just go ahead and sell these guys and play the weekend league with the squad that I was using before. And we still have that option. If things don't go well for us to begin with in the weekend league, and I'm just not settling in with people, then that's exactly what we have the option to do. So 3 out of our 11 players here are tradable, and there are 3 along the back actually. Only Van Dijk is the only untradable defender we've got. 300k worth of Dumfries, 350k's worth of De Ligt, and again 300 plus k's worth of Da Costa as well. So there's a fair amount of coins there should we ever need to make that happen. And you know, to be honest, like, we could put Lala back in there. We could put We could put David Luiz in for De Ligt, and then like Goretzka would be off Chem, but we could play Robertson again, who we've got untradeable. So should we ever need to really make those coins back, we have options to use that would just leave like Goretzka off chemistry, and other than that would be absolutely fine. So yeah, we're not in the worst position right now. I know it's July, I know it's late for the game to be playing it and stuff, but if you guys wouldn't do me, or would do me a massive favour, wouldn't mind doing me a massive favour and smashing that thumbs up button, I'd really appreciate it. I know I've asked you late, but if we can hit anywhere near 1,000 likes, that would be awesome. Thank you so much in advance for watching this video, for supporting it. Follow me on Twitter, follow me on Insta, those links are down below. Most importantly, I hope you all have a lovely day, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.